What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my match week 3 Premier League predictions. Kicking off tomorrow with Man City versus Arsenal. I think it'll be a clear win for City, if I'm honest. Arsenal looking like banter FC as usual. I think Arteta's going to get a sack very soon. I think Smith Rowe and Saka are very wasted there, maybe even Tierney. I feel like they need to move just for their careers, because that club is in more than deep problems. So City, that should be an easy win for them. But look, Tottenham beat them recently. But to be honest, I don't think Arsenal were even close to Tottenham. So I say City, and I'll say 3-0, if not more. But I'll go 3-0 Man City. Next up, we've got Villa versus Brentford. Brentford off to a very good start this season. Villa picking up their first win in match week 2 after their initial defeat in game week 1. I'm going to go for a draw in this one. I think that they cancel each other out, and I think Brentford are going to be tougher than a lot of people think they'll be. So a lot of people probably predict Villa for this, but I would not be surprised to see a draw. Brentford, I think they're going to do well this season, so a draw, and I will go, say, 1-1. Next up, Brighton versus Everton. Brighton off to a good start. I think they're like 3rd or something in the league. I haven't looked at the table recently, but when I saw it not too long ago, they were in like the top 5, I think, at least. So Everton under Benitez is very interesting. I'm hearing that Rodriguez might be leaving as well. They're always hard to predict for me, Everton. They're very up and down. But I've gone for a draw in this one. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals. I will go with 1-1. Next up, Newcastle versus Southampton. I've gone for Southampton for the away win. I think Newcastle might score a few goals this year. St. Maximin always caused problems up front on the wing with the trickery and the skills. Offers something different to a lot of players, and they've got Wilson up front that when he's on it, he's a problem. But I just think that they're going to struggle this season in a defence more than anything. So I think that Southampton, who I think will have a worse season than last year, losing certain players like Bertrand, Ings. I think that they have a poorer season than last year, but I think that they will get a result here. Obviously, getting a draw against United recently as well. So I see them winning this one, to be honest. I will go with a 2-1 away win. Liverpool and Chelsea, the big one this week. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I was super impressed by Lukaku in his debut for Chelsea the other day. I thought he would do well, but he exceeded expectations by far, I thought. And Liverpool off to a good start this year as well. Van Dijk back from his long-lasting injury. But I think Wijnaldum's a huge loss for them. But Salah's kicked off to do a good start this year. Obviously, Jota filling in as well. Mane's got a goal too, so it's going to be interesting. I could see a result either way for both these sides nicking it, but I'm going to go with a draw, and I will say 2-2. So next up, we got Tottenham versus Watford. I've gone for a home win for Tottenham, but a narrow one at that. I will go with 2-1 to Tottenham. I think Watford, I've predicted them to go down this year, but if they got enough fight in them, they may stay up. But I've predicted them to go down. I think they struggle for goals. Sarr's a good player for them, but you have to rely on more than one player. So Deeney, but he's getting on a bit. Do you know what I mean? I think that they struggle a bit. Tottenham off to a good start. I'm going to go a 2-1 Tottenham win. And then last up this week, we got Wolves versus Manchester United. Obviously, delighted with the start we had against Leeds for United. But then we had the upset, in my opinion. It felt like a defeat to Southampton with a 1-1 draw, because I feel like we should be beating them sort of teams. And we let ourselves down. We didn't perform to the level that we need with the players we've got. It'd be interesting to see if Varane makes his debut. I feel like Sancho came on in that Southampton game, but didn't really do a lot. Average at best for me. So I feel like those two need to start. And obviously Donny van der Beek, but I really think that ship has sailed and we need to move him on, because he's clearly not in favour with Ollie and the coaching staff, because he's not getting the opportunities ahead of other players that we know that he's better than. So it's a shame with Donny, but I think he needs to go. But anyway, I'm going to go with an away win for Manchester United. I think that they will bounce back. And I will go with 3-2 win for Manchester United. against Wolves. A lot of goals in that one. So that is it for this week's Match Week predictions. I hope you enjoy it. Leave yours in the comments. Last week I got just 2 out of the... how many did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 8 predictions I did last week, and I only got 2 right, which was the Villa win against Newcastle with a 2-0 win, and then the Arsenal against Chelsea. I went for Chelsea to get the win. So only 2 out of 8 of the ones I put last week. So not a good week last week in terms of predictions of the ones I did. So hopefully we'll do better this week. And I hope you enjoy it, guys, and leave yours in the comments, and I'll get back to you soon with how I did for next week's games when they come up, and obviously how I did for this current week in terms of right and wrong predictions. Have a good week, guys. Enjoy the football, and I'll see you soon.